It is a Republic exclusive news break. US has denied visa to Ram Lalla Sculptor. So the visa application by Arjun Yogiraj, the Ram Lalla Sculptor, has been denied by the US. In fact, we're given to understand that no reason has been cited by the US for rejection of visa. This as the Ram Lalla Sculptor Arjun Yogiraj was supposed to fly to the US for a felicitation ceremony that was to be held for him for global recognition. In fact, he had applied for visa way back in the month of June, the application for which has now been rejected by the US. Let's go across to our executive editor Niranjan joining us with more details. Niranjan, take us to the latest that we know. Any reason that's been cited by the US for rejection, beg your pardon, of the visa to the Ram Lalla Sculptor?
Just a small correction there. I just want to tell you that his name is Arun Yogiraj. Samiksha, it's Arun Yogiraj. He's one of India's best sculptors, and he's the one who sculpted the Ram Lalla. And the entire country has been celebrating him, and he has been invited. He was invited by a US body and by a group of Indians and a few Indian nationals who had invited him to a special felicitation event, and this event was due to take place in the US, and he had applied for this in June. The invitation came to him in June itself. And let me tell you, I can confirm to you, this is a Republic Media Network exclusive. I can confirm to you that I have spoken to family sources, and I also believe that Arun Yogiraj himself has spoken to Republic Media Network. I should be able to get that soundbite in a short while from now. But what I can tell you is that it's extremely disappointing. The family is disappointed. They feel that there was a little basis for the US to reject Arun Yogiraj's visa. It was going to be a global recognition event. Arun Yogiraj has been celebrated. The entire country has been talking about him, and we've seen the different felicitations that he has received in India. And this one event in the US was supposed to be his global moment when he gets global recognition, but that has been blocked by the US. The US has effectively blocked him from going to America and getting that global recognition. I can confirm to you that the family is extremely disappointed. I got this first-hand information from his family, Samiksha. I spoke to them firsthand, and they confirmed to me that it has been rejected. There was no reason given for the rejection of that visa, and we don't know why they have rejected it. But they did suddenly say that this was going to be that one big break that he was going to take after what has been a very, very busy last few months for him. In February is when the Ram Lalla was consecrated. We had the consecration ceremony. And following that, he's been busy at different events, functions, etc., where he's been felicitated in India. But that one big break that he was supposed to get, when he was supposed to leave India, and even his family was looking forward to this because this was going to be their holiday. This was going to be that big break that he was going to take with his wife. His wife, in fact, has been to the US before, is what I gather from family sources. And they had to, and in fact, family sources have confirmed to Republic that this came as a disappointment to them, because it's not like he was going to leave India and settle in America. And I mean, you can expect a country, to deny someone a visa when they had questions or doubts over his or her intention. But the family was going there for a felicitation event, for a global recognition event, and that was blocked. They say that this was going to be a holiday for them. The paperwork was in place. It's not like they had any financial constraints, because sometimes when you go to some of these countries, they look at your financial background.
Yes.
It's not like he didn't have funds. It's not like the paperwork was not in place. So it's come as an extreme disappointment, Samiksha.
Yes, Niranjan, like you're telling us, all documentation was in place. If you can tell us more about what you're learning from your sources about this felicitation ceremony that was to be held. Anything known so far about the organizers of this felicitation ceremony?
Yes, of course. I have the full details of that. This was going to be the World Kannada Conference 2024. This was the World Kannada Conference 2024, and he was invited. Arun Yogiraj and his family was invited. In fact, the family even gave a copy of the invite to them. And this was the copy of this is also available with Republic. And I know the team has a copy of this, so maybe we can play that out as well. We have the copy of the invite, and different members of the Indian community, the Kannada community. It was called the 12th Akka World Kannada Conference 2024, and this was going to be held in America. And at the World Kannada Conference, he was invited to be felicitated for his contribution to what has been one of India's longest movements, the Ayodhya movement. We finally have a Ram Mandir, and he was the one who sculpted the Ram Lalla. And this was, I'll tell you more about the Kannada conference. There was an invite. We had the invite as well. And apart from the invite, I can also tell you that we have the details of the event with me. It's in my hand right now. He was asked to come there and participate. And people from different parts of America, were supposed to congregate there at this event. And this was going to be held from August 30th to September 1st. I'll repeat that. It was supposed to be held from August 30th to September 1st. So I have details of that event as well that I have in my hand. There were a couple of events that were organized for him, which was supposed to be an opportunity for him to also go there and meet the Kannada community. And let me tell you that a lot of Kannadigas, and I don't have an exact number, but I know that it could be well in the lakhs, who are really working there in different parts of America, driving the economy there. Holding, the entire Silicon Valley is filled with people from Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, people from different parts of the country. And this was going to be one such big event where he was going to be present, and he was going to be featured as India's leading sculptor at that particular event. This was going to be held in Richmond, Virginia. I think it was going to be held in Richmond, Virginia, from the copy that I have in my hand.
Yes.
It appears that it was going to be held in Richmond, Virginia. This was going to be at the Greater Richmond Convention Center. This was called the 12th Akka World Kannada Conference 2024. This was the event. Very simple. He was invited to attend the event as he's one of the most famous Kannadigas, people from Karnataka called Kannadigas, Samiksha. And he's a renowned Kannadiga. And as a matter of pride, the Kannada community was calling him there to bestow upon him the recognition. Because it's a global event that the world has been following. And of course, we know that even when the Ayodhya consecration happened, we saw the videos coming from different parts of America as well. So it's extremely disappointing. The family is disappointed. I can tell you the family is disappointed. I don't know whether we have the soundbite of Arun Yogiraj. The bite came in. Why don't you play the bite, Samiksha? You play the bite. If it's in Kannada, I'll translate the bite. Play the bite.